Hi again. Welcome to Pro Magazine. 7 months into the coronavirus pandemic, and coping is getting tougher by the day. Social distancing measures, makeshift work situations, school shutdowns, and emotional stress are taking a toll on a growing number of people in Hong Kong.
But the situation has been even more trying for those with mental health issues such as schizophrenia and Down syndrome. Zella Chin reports on how this minority is coping at home, school, and work.
It's a sunny Wednesday afternoon in Tuen Mun. 62-year-old Ah Yung walks through her neighborhood. She experienced severe trauma in her 30s.
At that time, my husband passed away, and I heard noises. But I was afraid to tell other people. They wouldn't believe me.
Eventually, Ah Yung was diagnosed with schizophrenia. She was treated for the illness, but found it difficult to hold down a job.
I was a security guard. Some people who know me know that I have an illness. They tell the management. They don't fire you directly, but they will give me difficult tasks and I won't be interested. Usually, I'd resign.
A social worker recommended that Ah Yung work at this organic farm. And 10 years later, she still loves working here.
If I'm healthy, I'd work until my 70s. I've said if my leg hurts and I can't walk, I'd use a motorized wheelchair and return to the farm.
This farm provides work opportunities for people with mental illnesses. They struggle to find jobs in the community, and life has been even harder with COVID-19. With a background in social work, Zoe Chan manages the farm. It's a social enterprise under the New Life Psychiatric Rehabilitation Association.
For our service users, many of them are discharged from the psychiatric hospital, so their working habits or working attitudes may not fit in the pressurized society nowadays.
The farm trains about 150 service users, or people with mental illnesses, on how to grow organic fruits and vegetables and use the farm equipment. Zoe discovered they needed more support when the pandemic began.
Their knowledge or awareness in epidemic prevention is not high, that they don't even know how to wear masks or use the hand rub, etc. And secondly, the anxiety level of them is quite high.
Many were afraid to go out and shop for groceries.
They often consume canned food, instant noodles, and so on. That together with their medication effects, they are facing deteriorating physical conditions.
So the farm sold boxed meals of meat and veg to the service users to encourage them to eat healthy.
The entire counseling unit.
Samson See is a professor of mental health at the University of Hong Kong. He says schizophrenia, the mental illness that Ah Yung has, is triggered by stress or severe trauma. Some of the symptoms are they hear people talking but no one is speaking, or see things when nothing is there. And the stress and worry of the pandemic makes the condition worse.
So making people very sensitive, very worrying. Other sort of flip side of the coin is because of the fear of catching the virus. I no longer go to clinics for the regular follow-up.
Experts say about 4% of Hong Kong society suffers from mental health challenges, such as schizophrenia or Down syndrome. These people face stigma, isolation, and a lack of confidence, and they crave to be accepted by the community.
On this sunny afternoon in Central, 29-year-old Elaine Leung heads to work. The cafe is a social enterprise that employs people with learning disabilities, like Elaine, who has Down syndrome.
I show people in where to take their orders and also serve the customers. And also cleaning up the tables.
Elaine has a special customer today, her mom, Annie.
I come when there are not so many customers, especially during the time of the coronavirus. I just come to support. Yes, so she's happy about that.
Annie Pang is a retired English teacher, and she thinks the coronavirus pandemic is a good opportunity for her daughter to learn to manage challenges in life.
My friends asked me not to let her to go to work, but I just think that it's not appropriate for her to stay at home. She has to go out to face and then to cope with it.
Elaine used to do clerical work 1 day a week at an accounting firm. But with limited opportunities to grow, Annie found her another job at this cafe. Before her daughter accepted the position, Annie needed to check out the potential employer.
I have to consider the transportation. And I find there is it's accessible because once she takes the MTR, she can come here. And then the second one is I just see those people working with her, the colleague, they really put the heart there to teach them.
Besides learning how to make coffee and greet customers, Elaine has also picked up some life skills.
Cleaning, tidy the things, and also, actually, they teach her how to manage her time.
The social enterprise introduced Elaine to other part-time jobs, and she now works 4 days a week. And Annie hopes her daughter can stay healthy to live a full life. People with Down syndrome like Elaine were born with a genetic condition that affects a person's ability to learn.
I'm not able to understand new material, I'm not able to retain, I'm not able to generalize the new learning or the learning to a new environment.
He says the pandemic would add stress to their lives, and they have difficulty adjusting to new routines, like not being able to work or go to school.
What do you do there?
Over in Sayinpun, Matthew Wong runs a day activities center for adults with special needs, such as autism, cerebral palsy, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Founded in 1994, the Nesbitt Center is partially subsidized by the Social Welfare Department.
We've been supporting our learners to help them feel empowered to be able to advocate for themselves and, enrich them with skills that allow them to live a more independent lifestyle. Did we ever end up getting learner submissions for this video?
Matthew is responsible for ensuring the curriculum is relevant for the students or learners. When the center had to stop teaching classes because of the coronavirus pandemic, the teachers created online videos for students to watch at home. The videos teach cooking, well-being, and other life skills.
It needed to be diverse enough so that it could accommodate all the varying special education needs of our learners.
Following the social distancing restrictions has been tough for the students. For example, before COVID-19, the teachers and students used to eat together in one big group during lunchtime. Now they eat separately in different rooms.
A lot of our learners may not necessarily communicate with language per se, or with words per se, maybe through non-verbal cues. And if you're sitting at different ends of the table or you're sitting at different corners of the table, you're unable to communicate that and deliver that message.
Hi, I am Bhavana. I am born in Hong Kong. What? I am 34 years old. I go to the Nesbitt Center. I like art. I like painting.
Bhavana has been going to this center for more than 10 years. She has Down syndrome.
Bhavana, she may experience challenges when it comes to expressive communication. And art, in that sense, becomes a very good medium to help them express themselves better. But with Bhavi, like our individual, she's got her own strengths as well. Bhavi is very caring to people and very enthusiastic about life.
1,
2.
The Rawani's are pleased with how the staff at the center have helped Bhavna to develop. Raising Bhavna wasn't always easy for the Rawani's. They were surprised to discover that she had Down syndrome when she was born.
It was very depressing, and it took some time to accept the situation. We realized that thinking all about what happened is no use. You see, what we need is provide her support and bring the best out of her.
The Relwanis found resources for English speakers with special needs through the Social Welfare Department.
She was just like every other girl, liked to play, very playful and sometimes very bossy. But the only difference is that she was a bit slow in her speech, like shorter speech, like 3-4 words.
Then in 2008, their happy little girl fell into a depression and stopped talking.
We suspect that maybe she came to, at that stage, she came to realize that she's different from other people, because the other people, they speak fluently and the longer sentences, and she got confused with the longer sentences.
The doctors wanted to prescribe antidepressant pills, but the Relwanis chose to give her time, support, and speech therapy instead.
For people with Down syndrome, for her especially, we cannot expect the academic prosperity and academic future. What we need is at least she can continue to be independent, support herself in home, in other works, homework, and keep herself busy.
And he expects his elder daughter to take care of Bhavna when he and his wife pass away. But before then, Nari hopes that the community will become more accepting of people with disabilities.
That awareness has to be there in the community, to accept them, to help them, to guide them, how to continue with their work. If they are accepted, they are very happy, you see, and they can do better.
The academic thinks attitudes towards people with mental health challenges are beginning to change thanks to the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic, it is not uncommon. We talk about the stress, we talk about the not good sleep, we talk about the boredom, we talk about the isolation and so forth. So it becomes a kind of common language. It's not only people with disability. Hey, look, I'm feeling the same.
Up next, Hong Kong holidaymakers have had their wings clipped.
But are staycations the answer for your frustrated travel bug? Find out more after the break. Welcome back. At this time of the year, Hong Kongers are usually gearing up for summer jaunts to countries both near and far. But the coronavirus pandemic has pushed travel plans onto the back burner. The local love of getting away from it all is so strong that people are looking at how to get away locally.
Staycations are now the pandemic-friendly holiday for those of us who want to enjoy a vacation without the lengthy quarantines. And as Tina Jiang found out, these local-style getaways have Hong Kongers falling back in love with the city they call home.
咁你知唔知今日做啲咩嘢㗎？我哋係啦。
My name is Ellie. I'm 6 years old. I'm staying home now because it's holiday for me.
Today, Ellie has a chance to go out. Ellie and her mum decided to attend a cooking class this Saturday morning.
I go shopping with my mom to supermarket.
Yeah, we usually go to supermarket because we cook a lot at home, especially like during holidays and also like because of the COVID. So we spend a lot of time at home, and and you like cooking a lot, right?
Yes.
Yes, just like mommy.
An experienced chef at this 5-star hotel is going to teach her some serious cooking techniques.
Smell this one. Very good. This is the baby basil. Very good.
They plan to spend the whole day at the hotel, but what Hilda wants her daughter to learn is more than just cooking.
We try to find different courses, but usually like arts, singing, or maybe some sports, but not really like housekeeping classes. For the parents, we're actually excited to see them learning how to make their bed, because it would be great if she can do it at home by herself. So yeah, it's really fun.
The most exciting part of the day for Hilda is to see her daughter learning good manners.
你要呢個，咁我夾俾你咯噃，好冇？好啦，咁我會擺喺你個麵包碟上邊。咁你又要講咩啊？唔該。Hey, very good.
The cooking classes, like I know for sure she will have fun, but I want to see her how she behaves in a table manners class. It's very different from other courses out there.
The Little Hotelier program is hosted by a luxury hotel. The 4-hour session has a young trainee complete a set of tasks under the guidance of the hotel's culinary, restaurant, and housekeeping staff.
Okay, so congratulations.
Upon completion of the training, each kid will receive a certificate and a toy as a memento. The idea came from the hotel's general manager, who's been working in hospitality for over 40 years.
I love children. I think everybody loves children. 2 months ago, this was really a hard time. I was thinking, the children are at home, what do? You know, in front of a computer or something. Let's give them an opportunity to go out of your home and at the same time give them a little bit of education.
He wanted the hands-on training to become knowledge the kids can use in everyday life.
Actually, really happy today to see her, learning all these different things. Can you make the bed for mommy tomorrow? Every day? No, still no.
Local hotels have seen occupancy plummet with the political demonstrations in 2019 and then the COVID-19 pandemic this year. They've had to think about how to attract business in the domestic market.
The occupancy has been very low. We, as hoteliers, have to invent new things, give reasons to the local to come to the hotel, either through dining or staying. And I'm talking about couples, I'm talking about families, I'm talking about children. Give those people a reason to come out and enjoy themselves.
The program costs $880 for each participant, including lunch. As the kids learn the hotel basics, parents can enjoy a 20% discount on meals and spa treatment. So far, 68 kids have attended the course.
If I had 68 children and the revenue was about a little bit less than 100,000, so you think, oh, it's not a lot of money. But what about the parents who went to the spa? What about the parents who had a lunch or dinner in a restaurant? What about the 1 or 2 nights stay they stay in a hotel? So actually, it is one of the channels to bring a little bit of fun to those people and bring revenue to the hotel. You know, small river make big ocean. This is one of the rivers.
Before the global pandemic, Hilda and Ellie usually spent their summer holidays on trips outside of Hong Kong.
Before, we don't really think about staycation a lot because we do travel, especially during holidays. But right now, routine and culture is different right now. And staycation for sure is going to be a very good option for us.
Apart from a staycation in local hotels, Hong Kong people are also rediscovering the SAR's natural wonders too.
I spend a lot of my time on the trails and spending time in natural spaces around Hong Kong, and I've noticed that there's been a lot more people coming out and going for hikes and I suppose exploring places where they've never visited before.
Jasmine grew up in Tai Po, where she spent a lot of time playing in the mountains and rivers.
We lived in Lam Chun. My brother and I and our friends, all of the other children in the village, we would just go out and play. We would find berries and plants that were growing.
Today, she's taking a group of people to Tai Po Khao for a forest walk and a foot bath for the more adventurous. The tour costs about $300 a person. She also wants them to feel the healing power of nature through meditation.
It's slowing down. It's coming back into our senses and, for a moment, giving ourselves the time to feel the way that the wind hits our skin.
Jasmine believes that city people are more disconnected from nature than ever. Since 2017, she's been guiding forest therapy walks on various trails across Hong Kong.
I've always been working in some sort of capacity in bringing people from cities to the natural spaces around Hong Kong.
Ellie lives nearby, but it's her first time to join such a tour.
When we come by ourselves, we just finish a task. 1 hour trail, 2 hour trail, we just walk very fast and then we finish and then go home. Today, we spent 2 hours, but I didn't feel that it's already 2 hours. It's real relaxing. It's like you You care about the things that are surrounding you, even the little rocks.
Another participant named Fish joined the tour as well.
It's kind of energized me for the rest of the day, I think. We should not only asking or dreaming of traveling outside Hong Kong. When you are happy or you are aware of the environment, you are traveling anywhere, anytime, I mean, even in Hong Kong. When we walk through the path in barefoot, there was a cow walking by. It was like a fantasy where I am. It was amazing.
The pandemic crisis has paralyzed the global economy, including Hong Kong, already reeling from months of anti-government protests. The outbreak ground tourism to a halt.
I must say, I mean, we haven't seen anything like this before, and so really unprecedented. 2 years ago, we're talking about average, every day we have 200,000 visitors. Today, we are talking about almost about 200 visitors a day, so it's very bad.
Cheng has over 30 years of knowledge in aviation and tourism. He imagines how frustrating it must be for Hong Kong people to be stuck here for so long.
You know how much Hong Kong people love to travel. Whenever there is a long weekend, a day, 2 days holiday, everyone's flying out. We are in a very convenient location in the center of Asia. We are also one of the major transportation, aviation hub. People can fly anywhere, non-stop, direct, within hours.
But he also says that it's time to adapt.
I think this is now a good time for all of us to try out, and say, okay, let's be our own tourists since we cannot go out, since there is no visitors coming in. Let's do something to boost the consumption, boost the tourism, boost the economy. Sometimes we do forget about there are a lot of attractive, interesting things happening in Hong Kong. Within 20 minutes, less than half an hour, you can get to the peak, you can get to the beach from a very sort of hustle and bustle, urban center. We have a lot to offer. So this is the time for us to rediscover the hidden gems of Hong Kong.
See you next time. Bye for now.